The purpose of initiating a project process is to understand the work that needs to be done to deliver the required products. This understanding is needed before deciding to continue with the project. Like any project, there are number of important items to discover, and so there are number of questions to ask about the project. What are the reasons for doing a project and the benefits and risk? What is to be done? What will not be included? When can the project products be delivered? How can it ensure the quality will be achieved? How are the risk issues and changes identified and followed up? How the progress monitored and who needs to be involved and how often? The five steps in project management process are initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and control, and closing. Let's discuss all of these one by one. Initiating a project can be a big investment for a company, but it is necessary investment to plan and run the rest of the project. During initiating a project manager will create a collection of management products to show how the project will be managed, how cost and quality will be checked, the planning about how the communication will be done. All those things are required. All the management graduates actually know that planning is one of the most important aspects of any management process. So whenever we are talking about the project planning, then we have to deliberate upon certain key aspects. Project planning is one of the most crucial stages in any project. It guides the stakeholders, team, sponsors, project managers on how to go about the other project phases. It helps in identifying the goals, it helps in avoiding and missing the deadlines, it helps in prioritizing essential tasks, in reducing risk and deliver the desired results. A lack of planning will always contribute towards an unsuccessful project, whereas good planning leads to successful projects. By clearly defining the project aims in the planning phase and by creating an achievable schedule, you are more likely to succeed in delivering the project objectives. That sounds pretty simple, yet so many managers rush the planning phase, often due to external pressure, and the project is then set up for a failure. A poor plan will never deliver good results. Once you have successfully passed the planning phase, it is time for real action. The execution. The project execution phase of the project management lifecycle is all about deliverables and outputs. It is here that the intended project or service is delivered to the customer for approval. In official terms, the project management body of knowledge states the execution process group consists of those processes performed to be completed, the work defined in the project management plan to satisfy the project specifications. The project execution phase is usually the longest phase in the project management lifecycle and consumes the most energy and resources. It is pretty evident by now as to how crucial it is to ensure the projects or the plans are realized with clinical precision and none to minimal deviation. To enable you to monitor and control the project during this phase, you will need to implement a range of project management processes. These processes will help you to manage time, cost, quality, changes, risk, and issues. They also help you to manage procurement, customer acceptance, and communication. The primary objective of execution and control is to construct deliverables as per the master project plan and consistently evaluate the process and plans evolved or involved to deliver the output as per the agreed specifications. It is all about action and direction. It is easy to understand that control is one of the most essential parts of any processes. Control will determine that there are no deviations. Control will ensure that even if deviations occur, then the deviations are corrected to proceed on to the proceed on as per the plan. Control process should be documented. Control process should be documented with the purpose that the written data or documented data actually allows you to compare or easy comparison. And once you are able to compare, then monitoring and controlling becomes even further easier. It is easy to understand why closing often gets neglected. By the time the project is over, many stakeholders, including the team, have already turned their attention into next project. In fact, sponsors sometimes lose focus by the time there is confidence that the bulk of the work has already been done and deliverables have been received. It doesn't always feel like time well spent to go through the exercise of closing. As with all project management processes, the degree of rigors need to be scaled appropriately to the project organization and stakeholders' need. It may not need be a formal or heavy process, especially if it doesn't involve regulations or compliance. In fact, the leaner process done periodically along the way often makes it not only easier but also more valuable. Ignoring the process altogether may mean missing some important benefits. Some habits around the closing size will benefit the organization and serve the stakeholders well in the long run. Along with conducting lesson learns in the session, getting approval for deliverables, and resolving outstanding issues, a key closing activity involves the collection, organization, and storage of or archiving of the project information. Thank you.